Hey, y'all, it's Levi with Member Solutions. I'm over here with Chris, Villain Sport, of course. How are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Chris is going to be working on some stuff today. You guys, if you were here during the small live stream I did was it last night or the night before? About Batman, we've got that. I sent over some stuff for the animation, and haven't heard anything back yet. But once we got that animation, we'll be able to do Batman Learns Kamehameha.
Right.
Today we're working on the Misnomer.
What?
Misnomer.
So with that, I shared the misnomer script. That's the new villain we're working on. Some of you were here the other night when we read that sketch. I've got the original sketch updated and pretty ready, well to go. My writer's room that I'm in my sketch writing group had some feedback on it. They loved it as is. But one of the pitches that they made was the scene between Magneto and Sabretooth, where their names turn into Magento and Sabretooth, is the first example of what we can do with names. And it is so funny and so strong that the rest of the sketch, while still funny, is weaker. And the whole thing kind of feels like falling action from there. And one of them was like, honestly, I was hoping that the whole sketch would just be this person making people poop by changing their names. And so I'm working on a version where that's what it is. And so this is the first draft that I've got. I'm not sold on it, but I'm giving it a shot to see if we can make it work. If we can't, we go back to the original version.
That's a very valid point. And that's one of the things that we discussed during the thing. It was like, it makes sense from a sketch point of view versus like, hey, we're trying to introduce this character point of view. Like from a point of view of like, hey, what can you do? Here's funny. Versus, hey, what can you do? Great, let's get you set up and like making it so that the people who, you have that funny hook, and then the people who follow us get to latch onto that and watch it. And that increases. And the big thing that, and this is the difference between writing something because it's just pure funny and writing something because you need to write it to introduce other things, is the length of time somebody's going to watch and how interested they actually are. Like, great, it's a poop joke skit. Okay, great, you have a poop joke and it's a skit about this person.
Yeah.
And it explains further on just how badass their power would be. I would say if we're gonna do a couple scripts, do the poop joke because it's funny.
Yeah.
But the version that we have, I agree, we should probably make it stronger. And the way we can do that is go poop joke, another joke that escalates, or even have the poop joke be at the end.
So I'm thinking about changing up the order of things also. So initially, the beats of it were Levi gets turned to evil and catches Nappa in the Pokeball, and then they turn that off. And then it goes to Sabretooth and Magento being on Asteroid M and the poop joke. And then it's 3 quick gags about names being changed, and then Fat Man at the end being the last gag. I'm thinking about getting rid of the 3 little jokes and changing the beats to Levi being evil in the office, catching Nap in a Pokeball. Okay, we see an example of it. Then, could you change Batman to Fat Man and have Batman and Joker there as the middle beat, and then the final beat being Sabretooth and Magento and the big poop joke, and that's the end of it. And that's all escalating.
I would say, based on how things are written, the reason why we're including Levi is for the fans, right? But if we started out as that, when we look at it from the aspect of people who watch this who don't know us, you're going to lose a lot of people right there, right? Batman, Levi, poop joke.
Yeah, could also work really well. But so I just finished working on a rework of it, so the whole thing is a poop joke. This is by no means a final product. It's a work in progress. But I figured we'd give it a shot and see what we like about it. Can this be improved? Is it salvageable, or is this a waste of time? So let me bump that size back up a little bit more.
Where's my pepperoni? What is that? His?
No, this is mine too. I'll have a piece of it.
But someone had like for him.
All right, Levi, let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Rest of the bottle.
Okay.
Chair's broken.
What? How'd you break the chair? I don't even have words for how you broke the wheel of the chair. Like snapped. You might as well just get off of that and go change out the chairs now. That's easy to fix. I just have to buy new wheels. That's better than a whole chair. I could spend $20 on some wheels. That's not
that's not the new chair, right?
No, God, no.
Okay.
I make a phone call.
Okay.
I would have gotten so mad. No, that's the kiddo's chair.
Uh-huh.
And they sat in it and rolled and it snapped. And I'm like,
okay.
Oh. All right. Anyways.
All right. So you're going to play Misnomer and yourself. I'll be myself, Napa, and at the end, Lobo.
Okay.
So, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. John sits across from a smartly dressed young woman, a prospective villain. So, Misnomer, your villain application says your powers are word-based?
Yep, I can change anyone's hero or villain name and what their powers are just by adding, removing, changing, or moving a single letter.
Okay, so like the Flash. How would you change his name?
Firstly, I'd make him the Flash.
Okay, that would what? Make him embarrassed all the time?
It would make him poop.
Pardon?
Flash makes me think of flush, which makes me think of toilets, which makes me think of poop. So it would make him poop. Look, I didn't explain this on the application, but it's kind of weird. But I generally just change people's names so it makes them poop.
Why?
Can you think of a faster way to make someone stop fighting than to make them crap their pants?
John shifts from confusion to amusement and giggles. So, is this all theory, or have you actually used this power in a fight?
Oh, I've used it plenty of times.
Against anyone I'd know?
Oh, I think so. You know Lobo?
You used your power on Lobo and lived to tell about it?
I was out with friends at a club. He showed up. Wouldn't leave Mary alone. I got in his face and he threatened me, so I changed his name to Lou. L-O-O.
Like the British word for bathroom, and that made him...
Oh, I have violent diarrhea. Right there in the VIP section. You should definitely have it be violent.
Yeah. How long did it last?
Oh, like 15 minutes or so. But I made it happen like every couple hours for the next week or so to make sure he didn't try to hunt us down.
Not traditional villainy, but I like it. So, do you have to say the new name or write it in a book, or is there like a distance limit? Misnomer shakes her
it's
head.
just word association. All I have to do is one quick note is when John is laughing, Misnomer should also laugh too.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
If you want to write that in there so we don't forget about it. There we go. Nope, it's just word association. All I have to do is have the thought of how their name makes me think of poop, and then I snap my fingers.
That's slightly OP. Hey, Napa. Yeah. Any idea where Lobo's at? Yeah, he's actually down in R&D getting the motorcycle serviced. Invite him up here. Do you mind?
Not at all.
He's on his way up. We hear futuristic door open.
What did you call me?
Oh yeah, that's you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I think it was it me?
Yeah, it'll be you.
What'd you call me up here for, Napa? Wanting to lose a fight again?
John asked for you.
What do you need, John? Oh shit.
Lobo trails off.
What Lobo? The fuck is she doing here?
Misnomer does a cutesy wave. She said you knew each other. Misnomer raises her hands with fingers ready to snap, an eyebrow raised.
Oh, please no.
I've never seen you scared of anything.
You ever had diarrhea for 10 days straight and all you could do was pray the person causing it would stop? You'd be scared too.
And that's what I've got right now. I feel like that's a decent ending.
I do too.
It's not as laugh out loud as the other one was, but it also removes Sabretooth and Magneto from it completely. So we can actually record this as an intro to the character and then have the whole Sabretooth, Levi, Fat Man, Sabretooth stuff be the second video.
Yeah. This is a really good way to introduce them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even like, and realistically, you don't have to, you could turn this into a call form very easily by just simply, can you get Lobo on the line?
Yep. Or just have him be off screen.
Yeah.
I bet you I can get Popo to do the voice because Popo's got the deep Lobo voice that we need.
Oh.
I'll ask him if he can do that.
By the way,
he just needs to talk as himself. Yeah.
Have you guys eaten? Have you hydrated? Have you taken your meds?
Yes. I had pot stickers, egg drop wonton soup, some honey garlic wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, and some carrots.
I've had breakfast steak this morning with hash browns and eggs and pizza that I'm eating right now.
Chips and pizza.
Huh?
I've only had chips.
Yeah, that's why you got a whole ass pizza pretty much to yourself.
This is my last slice.
Real quick to everyone that's here, we were discussing the live stream, the 24-hour live stream, and in all honesty, it's not generating enough income to technically justify keeping it going. It's paying for itself, but it needs to do more than pay for itself. So the question that we have here is, what would you guys think? Because we've noticed that it does better on the weekends than it does throughout the day. If we change it from a 24/7 stream to just the weekend stream, and it's 24/7 during the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it would play all the way through until Chris or I turn it off.
Whenever I look at it, it's always got 1, maybe 3 people watching it. Which, I mean, we appreciate that, but that's not enough to warrant keeping it around.
It's one thing if you were trying to get monetized, it would be worth it because the amount of watch hours that you would get from that.
Right.
Can you get me off a piece, please?
I'm thinking if it's not making, I mean, the watch hours are nice, but if it's not making at least double what it costs, it doesn't cost that much each month.
It's not worth the watch hours for us on this channel,
right?
Because we've got like 30,000 plus watch hours.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's worth it.
But if it would be something that we could put on, could it be something that instead of being 24/7 during the weekend, could it be something that we just drop live evenings that we don't go live?
We could do that too. So that would be on average, that would be Tuesday, Thursday.
Just have it run any night we're not going live. Have it run. I don't know. I feel that might still be too much. Maybe just have it. You know what? Yeah, let's try.
The weekend would be the easiest maintenance wise. So thinking it from a maintenance aspect of having to turn it off and on constantly.
Right. Let's try the weekend. I'm going to be gone from Friday through next Tuesday. So that might be a good time to test it. Maybe turn it off now and let it sit unused for a couple days, then throw it back on Friday and let it run for through the following weekend.
All right. Let me get into it here.
Well, Sherry, the cost of for the service we use to do that is a flat fee, whether we use it for an hour or we use it for 24/7 for the whole month.
Yeah. Now, what's really cool is if I'm right, once it creates the stream, all I have to do is turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. And then I can, over time, I mentioned that I can create playlists and stuff like that.
Zena, don't feel bad about that. It's not your responsibility, nor is it your obligation to be on the 24/7 screen. It's there for people who want to watch it. It's not there because you're supposed to watch it. If people don't want to watch it or aren't going to watch it, you know, that's our issue. That is totally not yours. Don't take that on yourself.
Oh. And it did really well the first week, but a lot of people thought they had saw the content that it offered, which wasn't true because I hadn't yet put everything, and still everything still isn't on there. There's still probably another 2-3 hours that I could
that makes me think that turning it off and then turning it back on would be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac Ray Danford, you just need to go to, I'll shoot that here real quick. That is, see if that actually works.
The command right there.
Yep, there we go. I did it.
Isaac, you're on Facebook, so you won't see the link directly.
Oh yeah, dang it! I didn't even see that. Okay, yeah, Isaac, you can see the message on the screen there.
One of the reasons why I love thin crust pizza so much, it's more topping than it is bread.
You know what's funny about Chicago pizza? It's also thin crust pizza. It's just deep dish. When made properly, the crust is very thin.
I don't think I've ever had like a quote unquote proper deep dish pizza.
Okay, well, that's a crime.
It is.
Not by you, against you.
Now, don't get me wrong. We have a bunch of pizza places that try to, and I know what it's supposed to be. And
they all do pan pizza, which is crust, sauce toppings, and that nobody wants to eat a loaf of bread with pizza on top.
That's effectively what it is. It's why I've never liked it here. Like, they do a great New York style pizza here, but that's also because like people came over here from New York and made it. They make a great Philly cheesesteak here.
Easy too.
Same
that's
thing.
Easy too.
But the Chicago style, I'm like, God, this is like bread on bread. I'm ugh. So a lot of people are upset, Isaac, that Levi is not a hero. there's I say a lot. The people who know my character are like, oh no, he's not supposed to be a hero. But a good portion of the people don't know that I do both sides of the call. They see hero side, they see villain side, they see me take care of hero calls more often than taking care of villain calls. And so I'll still to this day get people going like, why is Levi handling the Predators? Why is Levi doing this? And now that we've gotten popular enough, it doesn't matter what platform they make that comment on. Somebody is like, well, Levi's neutral. He handles everything. He does heroes and villains. And John will handle overflow if somebody else is busy. And I love that so much. Add pizza server at the Strickland. I used to work at South of Chicago's Pizza and Italian beef, and always specialized in real deep dish style pizzas.
Lake Oconee sounds familiar to me. One second. Yeah. Isaac, I'm up in Greenville, South Carolina, so I'm not too far from you at all. If you're in Oconee, Lake Oconee, and I grew up in the Chicago area, so I mean I grew up on Lou Malnati's and Giordano's and all that.
You might get a weird text on Friday from me, by the way.
Me?
Yeah, because if I send a reminder text to my spouse about work, they're gonna yell at me. So it's gonna go to you.
Yeah. So this is what real Chicago pizza is supposed to look like.
Is that just all?
You've got the crust on the bottom there, and then you've got a layer of sausage to reinforce it. Then you've got cheese, then fillings, then sauce and maybe some grated Parmesan on top.
I'm not sure how are you like you eat that with a fork, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, no way you
until you get about halfway through it, then you can hold it and you can eat it like it's heavenly. Hey, Nico Kingy Wolf. Welcome to your first live.
I'll have that set for like 6, 7, 8. That'd be 8 your time. So let's do 1, 2, 3 your time. It's going to be a really random because I'm not going to change the minutes, but it'll be like in the afternoon, like 3
o'clock. What is it going to say?
Scheduled text. Reminder to start the weekend stream. That's all it is. But if I were to send that to my spouse, I'd be like, why are you sending me this? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, okay. Fair point.
Yeah.
It's like a literal pizza pie.
Yes, it is. It's like a literal pizza pie, as opposed to what they call a pie in the Northeast, which is just cardboard with cheese and sauce on it.
You do know we have some of the best pizza joints in the world.
Just because you can make cardboard taste good doesn't make it not cardboard.
The Chicago in him was like, fuck you. Those are fighting words. Oh, that's really funny to see. Like,
pizza is not intended to be a meal that you can just take and walk around and eat. It is a sit down, enjoy it, fill you up, put hair on your chest meal.
Okay. All right. I'll let you have this. I have my things. I'll let you have yours.
And the best thing to have with it is pop.
Soda. You mean soda? You had to try to sneak it in there. He threw the whole grenade, not just smoke. It's soda. No, true. Yeah, the fizzy drink. Why? I don't understand that one at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand pop. I understand soda. Why do you make so many syllables? Why?
Fizzy drink. Soda, pop. It's the same 3 syllables.
No. Soda, pop. Yours is even less, 1. But fizzy drink is 3. Pop, soda, fizzy. That's funny. Oh, it's a down under thing. You're both wrong and old fashioned. Oh my god.
No, see, old fashioned is a hard drink. We're talking about soft drinks. I don't know who Pizza Face is.
God, that is so old. Oh god.
When did Pizza Face come out on Nickelodeon? Rusty, tonic is different. Tonic has quinine.
It was the 90s. It's from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, I think it's...
It was originally invented in 1988 for part of the toy line. But like Pizza Face is in the 18th episode of the 2nd season of 2012 TV series.
Oh, it's from All That? It's a character from the show All That?
Oh,
yeah, that was a little bit past my time.
God, I think that's even like I didn't really watch that either. Oh no, we can't do that.
What?
It's not that we can't. It's just that it's really difficult to do comedy like that. That's very visual comedy. Versus, like, if you do Pizza Face or something like that, I'm going to probably think more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles than I am All That. And it's much easier to run with that one than it is what is effectively a kid whose face looks like a pizza.
Right.
That's what soda was called back in the 60s. I live in the state where there's more soda shops than there are bars. That's not a joke. Look up how many.
All right, Nico. Well, thanks for joining us. Have a great day. And yeah, don't feel obligated to buy merch. We'd love you to, but if you can't afford it, that's cool. If you can, that's cool.
Utah is considered the home state of the dirty soda trend, which involves mixing sodas with syrups and other ingredients.
Napa would argue that the only pizza worth eating is the pizza that is the most filling. So Napa would be all about Chicago pizza.
He'd be about.
I'm going to get the water I talked about getting 10 minutes ago now.
Oh, yeah. We've done Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here and there. I would love to do more. There's also the drama skits that I do periodically. I have been feeling like I maybe want to do another one of those, but I kind of want to put out some other stuff before I do. You're drinking Gatorade. I'm only drinking soda because, like, it's here. I have to be careful. It would probably give me heartburn. That'd be, and like cheese, the amount of cheese that would probably be in that, it would have to be a very particular type of cheese. Like the reason why I only had one slice of the pepperoni stuffed crust pizza was because that's about all that I knew I'd be able to handle. Whereas the thin crust pizza, besides the fact I had like several slices, and they were smaller too, but I had changed out the cheese to Asiago cheese, which is a harder cheese, and I can handle that cheese much better. Whereas a Chicago style pizza is probably going to have me on the toilet for a while. And not because it ain't good, but because I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, that would be funny as fuck. I gotta wait for Chris to come back. That is the next arc. I made it perfectly clear that is going to be the next arc. It's also going to be where we find out a whole slew of things very, very quickly. Realistically, I don't want that arc to last more than 10 minutes. I'm going to write a skit that starts, stops, and finishes relatively quickly. Even if people want me to do more, it's not going to happen for that particular one because I've gotten to the point to where, like, I like the series and I'd like to move past the storyline portion of the series now. But I also don't want to just abandon it. I want to finish it up, and I'm going to do it proper. So it's time to, like, wrap things up, and it makes sense. Oh, the Dan and Kitty Show. You just got here. Hey, how you doing? I subscribed to your channel not that long ago. It is the best thing you've ever done in a long time. Keep putting out those videos. They cheer you up, especially when I'm in the hospital. Well, I'm glad, Lord. Ellen, I'm glad you're doing good. And blizzards were born ice cream while I worked there. I'll talk to y'all later. Currently on my way to Richland on tour for 3 weeks. You're a musician that travels with a group called Outsider Music. You can play the drums. Cool. But Chris, Nappa and Levi are canonically lactose intolerant. It would be funny if the only time that we eat a proper Chicago style pizza is like we're trying to get information out of somebody or collections, and like Levi just walks in and I was like, "Hey, John," and John just looks. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it's a Chicago style deep dish pizza. Is that the real deal? I was like, "Oh yeah," and you're like, "Okay, who's the poor sat?" And Napa goes, "Hey, Levi, is the pizza here yet?" Yeah, man. And it's just it ends up being, it's a poop joke. It is, but it's like you got somebody that you absolutely hate, a villain or a hero that you absolutely hate, and I was like, so has he talked yet? No. Oh, he will. We brought a pizza. Oh, what's that gonna do? Playing nice cop now? Oh no, the pizza's for us. I don't get it. What's the point? We're lactose intolerant. About 20 minutes later, you just hear screaming.
you could just do a bit where it doesn't even need to be Levi and Napa. Like it could just be like an interrogation, and it's like a really big tough dude. He's a member of the mob, whatever, and you know it opens up with you know like I don't know what you're gonna do, Stevens. No one's ever been able to get his mob name, whatever it is, to talk, and he just goes, "Oh, I have my ways." And he goes, "Well, you going in there?" He goes, "Pizza's not here yet." "Pizza? Yeah, I need a pizza." "Okay." And then, you know, show you, hey, Steven, cool. Give me the pizza. "What are you going to do with that?" "I'm going to eat it." "Why?" "I'm lactose intolerant." And he just goes in.
Closes the door.
Yeah. And he goes, just close the door. And you're in there. And it's like, and people are like, how bad could this really be? 20 minutes later, the mobster is like banging on the glass. "I know you can see me. Let me out. I'll tell you anything you want."
I love the fact that we're both thinking of the mobster banging on the glass, wanting to get out. Plastic Man, Kingpin. You guys want info from Bane? Like eat crystals or White Castle with the same effect? Yeah.
I wonder if I have no idea. Does every police department really have like that two-way mirror in the interrogation room, or is it only like bigger locations, or is that only a mechanic for TV shows and that doesn't actually exist?
That's a good question.
Because it really is only like, it's great for TV because you kind of have that, you can see the guys in the room watching the guys in the room and being like, "Do you think Stevens is going to get him to talk?" You know, and you can kind of, it works that way. But not now, I got to find out. Yes, they do. So that makes me wonder if I could contact local police and be like, if I want to record a sketch that is like a detective interrogating a suspect, are we able to come in and like schedule time to use your interrogation room to film that, as long as we credit you, or bring you pizza or coffee or something?
I would think that I think there's a legitimate process to it, because the main thing is they need those interrogation rooms. So
right,
I think we'd have to pay legitimate money for it, and it just kind of depends on each place. Each location will probably have its own rules and regulations about that. And see that, and Levi, that's the second thing, is like I'm nowhere near him, so I wouldn't be in that skit at all. outside of behind the scenes work.
Often community colleges with criminal justice programs have mock interrogation rooms built for role play training.
Oh, there you go. It's not hard. It's just essentially one-way glass.
Right, but it's getting the setup right. Like I can't build that in my house.
No. That's one of those things
where I specifically didn't bring up donuts.
That's where one of those benefits, again, in the animation makes it a lot easier, because then you're not having to coordinate with people. In some ways, animation is cheaper.
Yeah.
When you're a smaller creator like us. Specifically because, like, you say you have an idea like this and you'd love for it to be live action, but that involves a bunch of cameras, a bunch of crew, a bunch of people that need to be paid for their time, or these people and they're willing to volunteer their time, that know how to handle all this stuff and then do all the acting and everything. Whereas animating it means that you have, one or two people animating at minimum. And then you have the people who want to voice it. And sometimes you get outside voices. Sometimes you just do the voices yourself.
Right.
I mean, realistically, it would not be hard to have a bunch of cop sound background noise. And then you have 3 characters that actually have full speaking lines.
Right.
And it's not hard for me and Chris to voice all 3 characters at that point. So now only thing we have to pay is the animator. Versus having to pay for extras or whoever, even if you were to narrow it down to where you don't see all the police in the background walking around, or you have one guy dressed up walking past the camera without his face being seen, so it gives a more realistic feel. And it's the same guy that's going to play, the mobster.
Right.
You still have that who's handling the camera setup, who's handling the lights, who's handling this, who's handling the editing, there's the back end of how much goes into just a small skit with all these people, and how much it would be for one person to film that kind of scene.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was just one person doing all that, that's a tremendous amount of work. And if you want to get the props and everything in there, versus not having the props, one of the easiest ways without props, if you're going to film this scene by yourself, is you would create an area where you're going to film. In that area, you would have a fold out table with chair, so you can sit on it and be both sides, and you would just literally maybe have a green screen background so you can flip flop the thing while keeping the camera stationary. So that means you'd have a tripod, camera, stationary scene, and instead of filming every part, you film the interrogation part where he's waiting. So you change how it's filmed slightly, to make it easier on you. So you've got the lobster guy waiting, and you film those scenes between the interactions first. And the reason why is because then you would move everything out of the way, and then you would film the scenes where they're standing behind, quote unquote, behind the glass.
Yeah.
And the one scene that would be the most difficult, if you wanted to have it in there, is where he's banging on the glass. Well, that's technically an easy way to do it, and it doesn't cost a lot. It's just a matter of finding the plexiglass. And that's all you need is plexiglass and tint. That's $50 in props.
Yeah.
If you don't have the table and chair and the green screen, it's a little bit more. Your lighting could help out dramatically, but you could just edit some of that in.
Mm-hmm.
But again, at that point, you're taking the work that could have been divided among a bunch of people and condensing it down into the barest bones way of filming it. And it's still a tremendous amount of work because you're having to film all those scenes. You're having to set everything up yourself. And then, and this is where the bulk of the work actually comes into play, is you're editing all that. And until you edit it, and Chris can vouch for this because I've sent him raw files of stuff before that I'm like, I kind of like how this has come. I've still got a lot of editing to do. And he's like, I don't like it. And then, which is why he's gotten to a point where I was like, show me it when you've got most of it done.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have been on live stream, and he's like, just show me when you got most of it done. And I was like, okay. And that's because he can't see what I'm seeing. He can't see what I'm seeing, because in my head, I'm like, that scene's got this in here, that scene's got this in here, that scene's got that in here, but none of those are in there yet. Who would win 1 week of preparation time, Sam and Dean Westchester versus Batman? Oh my god, that would be that would be like a Kevin McAllister versus Batman type of skit. But why would they like that? Would it made more sense with the Predator versus Kevin, to be honest, than it does. Right. And the reason behind this is because Sam and Dean are heroes, right? Batman is a hero 90% of the time.
Batman is more responsible for death than half of the villains in his rogues gallery. If he would just kill them, Gotham would be so much safer. He's been catching and releasing them for 70 years.
It's worse than that, but if I start you down that rabbit hole, I'll never hear the end of it. So.
Oh, I already believe that Batman is the worst hero.
It's not even that. It's
let me clarify. Batman is cool. I think Batman's a cool hero, but he is the worst in terms of like what he's let happen. Worst hero.
It's worse when you think about the fact that the original Batman is this multi-billionaire Bruce Wayne, right? Who has the funds, and it is proven that if he, and Alfred did this, by the way, by increasing the education, making sure the housed are housed, so on and so forth, taking care of Gotham's problems, which Alfred did behind Batman's back for years and set everything up so that when Alfred passed away, Batman wouldn't have to be Batman. And that's the reason why we get a less dark and gritty Gotham way down in the future. Gotham becomes a paradise almost with virtually no crime because of those programs that were done. But we don't see that for well until after Bruce Wayne has died, which is ironic. Batman gets retired, Bruce Wayne dies, all versions of Batman no longer exist, and he becomes a myth and a legend. But everything that Bruce Wayne did carried on. Batman became this myth and legend, and Bruce Wayne was this hero among heroes because of all these programs that Alfred technically started. And that was during was that wasn't Batman Beyond. I don't remember which one that was. It was a Mr. Freeze one. But that's canonical that Gotham eventually becomes a paradise because of those programs. And I find that funny because if you think about it, that means had Bruce Wayne stopped being Batman and just put all of his efforts into that, how quickly would it have been? It would have been so much faster to do that. Just put his money where his mouth is and fix things with money.
Yeah. Sam and Dean could show up hearing rumors about the demon who stalks the night in Gotham City.
Oh my God. Oh yeah,
and they could even have a conversation and be like, listen, it appears he only goes after criminals, but it's still a problem. What if he starts going after regular people?
It gets better. There's an actual Batman in Batman. There's an actual villain, Batman.
Isn't that Man-Bat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they come in search of Man-Bat. They run into Batman, and they don't know the difference.
The joke here is that Sam and Dean call about the demon that stalks the night in Gotham, and the joke isn't it's the very obvious they're thinking about Batman. And Levi or John, whoever like handles that. The Batman we eventually work out. It's not Bruce Wayne Batman. It's the actual Batman, Man Bat. That's the end of the joke right there. That would be the funny one. And Killer Croc. Killer Croc would be another one. And it ends with learning about I just put the two and two together. I hate the fact that I just put Lazarus put bringing back the dead. If you think about it, I'm gonna go through this with you. We have shapeshifters. We have like Killer Croc and other beings like Killer Croc that are like giant animals. Man Bat and that kind of stuff. We have Mr. Freeze is technically what are the Japanese lady that Freeze thing? I can't remember offhand. We got the Lazarus Prince bringing back the dead from Ra's al Ghul. We have the Phantom. Which is in Batman, someone that is ghost-like and whatnot. Poison Ivy. All of Batman's rogue gallery are humans that come off as demons, ghosts, and beings like that.
Yeah.
And I am surprised that like I didn't like. I'm pretty sure younger me probably put it together, but like I have not thought about that. Gotham is pure, yes.
It's pure Winchester bait.
You know the best part about this?
Huh.
Jensen Ackles plays Batman and Robin at one point.
When?
He's Batman in one of the newer ones. He voices Batman in one of the newer ones.
In a live action or cartoon?
Cartoon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's actually like he's one of the people who's attributed to Batman.
That's funny.
So Dean is Batman, technically speaking.
Robert.
Yeah, what's up, kiddo?
Two things. First off, did you get any drinks with the pizza?
No, but you can have a root beer if you want, just not a cold one.
Okay. Second off, can I have some ice cream?
Yeah, sure. Can you take the plate back up?
Yeah.
And this cup needs to be washed.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Can I actually use this for ice cream?
Sure, but you gotta wash it.
Okay.
Don't forget to grab your Coke. Put it in your not Coke. Your root beer. Put it in your pocket though.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Fry. You love it.
Yes, he did play Red Hood too. And I just think that's why I said Robin. I meant to say Red Hood. I just think it's absolutely, and that's who the Red Hood skit that I did was based off of. But I love the fact that this could turn into a full series if I could do it right.
Yep.
I want to change my shirt and do no. I've got a headache. No. Well, I've made some pretty good stuff when my head's not all there. All right, give me a minute.
All right.
I'm gonna go change my shirt.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that we can do with Sam and Dean showing up in Gotham.
My family hid my trauma shirts. I found one of them.
Who hid one of your trauma shirts?
Huh?
Who hid one of your trauma shirts?
I think my family hid both of them.
Oh, okay.
I don't blame them. I was like, whatever. But this one I can wear a lot easier. I'll trigger a lot fewer people with these. So I don't really have the charge of my phone. Well, we'll give this a go. Don't get on my case if it's not that good. Everyone, I've got a legitimate headache and whatnot. So.
Well, if you got a headache, man, we can call this.
I have no problem being live and hanging out. They making a skit. I'm not sure how well it's going to come out though.
Okay.
And when
maybe
the headache gets
maybe
bad,
maybe just record it as a.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
As just something to reference later.
Yeah, I don't need to. Watch me not use the mic setup and turn and make a great video. Would not be the first time. I think I know how I'm going to start it too. Am I drinking root beer? Do you mean like water? Yeah, I've been drinking water. I've just not had a great day. Chris was aware of it. But I had to take medication just in order to sleep, and I didn't get any decent sleep until like afterwards, which was after the kids went to school and everything. And then I was really out of it until like 5 o'clock. So I got sleep. Consequences is I also and like a pain isn't as bad, but the consequences is like when I take my medication to sleep, I tend not to move around in my sleep, and that's not really a good thing when you have scoliosis and everything. You need to like move to be in a better position, otherwise like your body like will yell at you. And right now it's my neck that's yelling at me. It's like,
oh, right. I got that. Yeah, I get that.
I just don't want to go lay back down because it's called bed rotting, and I don't want to do that anymore. But I have a pillow that if I lay on it, will help out. Or not a pillow, it's that weird thing that you've got. That weird round thing you lay on and helps stretch out your neck. That'll help out a little bit, but anyways, I'm gonna hit mute. So you guys know why I'm flipping him off, not you. Pillow.
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 Pillow. It's got an I in it.
I'm gonna find the word.
Milk. Milk. It's got an I in it.
I say milk.
I know you do. You just say pillow, and I'm like no.
No, we're not gonna end the stream. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna, well, at least I will keep going until I go like I'm done. But I want to try to film a thing, so I'm gonna mute you guys real quick, and then it's Since when do the great Winchester brothers ever need help fighting a vampire? Giant bat? You're fighting Okay, is it a demon or is it a bat? Demon in the shape of bat. Okay. Location. Give me a location, and then we'll kind of work things from there. Gotham. Are you in Gotham? Or are you in a different city that just happens to be called? Yeah, that would be Gotham. That dirty, gritty, dark. That's Gotham. It's Gotham. I think you're talking about Batman. No, not Batman is not a demon. We're having a miscommunication here immediately, and I know why. Okay. Guy dresses up in spandex that looks like a bat. This isn't a fetish. This is not. I swear to you. I swear, Dean, it's not a fetish. Yes, I'm sure, Sam. I'm very. No, it's not somebody just. I mean, it is somebody dressing up and going, I am having so much trouble right now. Bodies? No. I mean, he drops bodies, but he doesn't drop bodies. Don't ooh me. That's not what I meant. Oh my God. How does this get this bad? Okay. Batman bodies people in the sense of doesn't quite kill them. He does what you guys did the first season to regular people. Sorry. I mean, he does what you guys used to do to regular people who got in your way. There we go. Okay. But otherwise, you're talking about Man-Bat. Oh, yeah, there are a slew of things like Mr. Freeze. Well, he has freeze powers, and yeah, kind of like a Yuki Oni. Huh. There's a pit that brings people back from the dead. Yeah, Lazarus pit. I'm just realizing that Gotham might have been Winchester bait. I just see you shaking your head up and down. Did I do a one take?
It probably needs a little bit of work because it was very
rough,
frantic, and from the consciousness. But there was one bit where you went, "Is a guy that says, oh, I'm having trouble with this," and I thought it'd be so funny if you go, "No, he doesn't say I'm having trouble with this. I'm having trouble with this."
Oh,
and then also when you said, "Are you in Gotham? Gotham?" Very funny, Dean. The Gotham next door. Okay, you're in Gotham.
What I'll do is
I got that from, there was a comedian who came through last week who is from Tanzania. He's African. And people go to him, they go, "Are you from Africa? Africa?" He goes, "No, the Africa next to that."
I'll send it to you, and if you got it, like anything that you feel like could be corrected, you can go ahead and let me know your ideas for the
energy
show.
was great. The energy was great. It's just, it's so much stream of consciousness.
Yeah. I mean, we've had videos that fucking blasted off because of that.
Absolutely. We've also had ones that have gotten 300 views and stayed there about topics that should do much better.
Some of your skits are often a bit too cleaned up, makes them feel less natural.
That is great feedback to have.
You know what? Let me rewatch that. I sent it to you on Discord already. Let me rewatch that. Oh, apparently it didn't go through.
Good, because maybe I shouldn't. It did go through.
Winchester brothers ever need help fighting a family?
That's a good opening, to be honest.
Yeah.
Giant fighting. Okay, is it a demon or is it a bat? Demon in the shape of bat. Okay. Location. Give me a location, and then we'll kind of work things from there.
That makes sense. Of course, I would. That's how they run things with Supernatural.
Are you in Gotham? Or are you in a different city that just happens to be called? Yeah, that would be Gotham. Dirty, gritty, dark. That's fine.
Okay.
We're talking about Batman. Batman is not deep. Having a miscommunication here immediately. I know why.
1 minute in, and this is actually really good. Like this is how you would have a conversation with these two. When there's a miscommunication. Because it happens in the show almost exactly like this.
Guy dresses up in spandex. That looks like a bat. This isn't a fetish. This is not. I swear to you. I swear, Dean, it's not a fetish. Yes, I'm sure, Sam. I'm very. No, it's not somebody. I mean, it is somebody dressing up and going. I am having so much trouble right now. Bodies. No. I mean, he drops bodies, but he doesn't drop bodies. Don't ooh me. That's not what I meant. Oh my god. How does this get this bad? Batman bodies people in the sense of doesn't quite kill them. He does what you guys did the first season.
Oh, that's such a fourth wall break too. I love that.
So, I mean, he does what you guys used to do.
I'm making my headache worse by laughing. I'm keeping this. I'll probably have to cut the ending. Looking at it, there's it's still good at a.
There we go. Okay. But otherwise, you're talking about Man.
That could be the ending right there. Otherwise, you're talking about Man Bet. Oh, why can't I hear you?
Because I was muted. I think I say clean it up and post it. Find a good ending point and post it. My only question is, shouldn't Sam and Dean know who Batman is?
No, doesn't exist in there.
Is Batman not a thing in the supernatural universe?
No. Batman, well,
like in the comics, like they should know, because supernatural is just our world with supernatural layered on top, right?
No, supernatural was CW. Was CW WB?
I think so.
Well, here, Artley, that's
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
He says he's Batman in the Rabbit's Foot thing. Here's the thing I have with that. That's at the time that Jensen Ackles actually was Batman, if I remember right. If I remember right, that was a fourth wall break. No, that was in 2021. That was in 2000, and it was 2013 that he did that one. So no, that was just a.
By the way, I forgot to post the Draw 20 video last night, so I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
It's Monday night, and here's what happened. Kilmar Abrego Garcia immigration court today for his mandated check-in. Now, Trump administration working the court judge has said that directly after this, Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, backed up by Justice Kavanaugh,
Got a better idea.
Trump issued a warning to the lower courts, saying basically they want chocolate and conservatives.
I need a refill.
Wishes and the Supreme Court. A couple days ago, the Department of Justice claimed to hand over the evidence
Since when do the great Sam and Dean? Since when do the Winchester brothers ever need to call about a vampire? Since when do the great Winchester's brother? Since when do the great Winchester brothers need help with a vampire? Okay, so giant bat still falls underneath the vampire. The demon in the shape of a bat. That one I could see you needing help with. Okay, all right. Well, and it stalks the night. Dane, are you shitting with me? Are you pretending that this thing is Batman? Don't. I know you're Batman. I didn't mean as it. No, I don't mean like that. Oh my God, this is an entire different form of confusing than I thought I would have. Stop having fun with this. This isn't fun. We're trying to figure out what this demon that you're fighting is. Why'd you call me if you know it was Man-Bat? How did you get in Gotham? Okay. Was that whole Scooby-Doo thing? I get that. Which Batman universe are you in? Winchester bait makes that has too many different meanings. Do you mean Gotham was Winchester bait? Like, Sam, why did you follow him? Of course you tried to stop us. Okay. So our first test is you not hunting the things that are based off of real life demons and everything, and you, well, Mr. Freeze would be like a Yuki Ono. Yeah. Don't get me started on Poison Ivy, let alone Fear Factor. Phantom was effectively like a ghost. Guys, don't get distracted. Hello? Hey, no! Oh, shit, I just unleashed Sam and Ween.
Be nice, Brandon.
Did anyone hear what I called? Ween.
Keep somebody sick so that you can take care of them. You're no longer the worst mom of the show.
Let me.
Come here for a second. He's like, what the fuck? I'm kidding. You're a dope bomb. I know. Careful. What?
I can leave it as, oh shit, I just unleashed. Let's just cut it right there.
I missed Sam and Ween.
So I screwed up. I meant to say Sam and Dean Winchester at the end. But instead, I said Sam and Ween. And I immediately realized
Winchester.
I'll swing back to that. It's a good, solid idea, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna let those two videos sit. The first one's really funny. I really like the first one, but yeah,
I did too.
A bunch of people are gonna call out the fact that they would know who Batman is. But they're also the type of people who would totally like just fuck with people and like leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it in, Sam and Ween. It's like Halloween, but it was Sam and Dean. I just unleashed Sam and Ween. I might leave it in just because. I don't know. But I will. You can make it sound like that's what the guys were. Yeah, both those videos are good. The problem with the first video got called out, and if I post that video as a Supernatural fan, and like yeah, I totally spaced that he said I'm Batman, and I was, oh well, the thing is that it's off of that one fucking joke. It's off of one joke. Now they do acknowledge other DC properties and stuff. But in one episode, Sam and Dean find themselves in a reality where Batman is a real vigilante, much like in the comics. No.
I think if you take the same energy and just have it be that Sam and Dean don't know what Man-Bat's name is, and they're just calling it the Batman, the Bat thing, that you can just make it clear that they understand who Batman is, but there's a Bat demon thing there too.
Since when do the location? Yes. You're talking about Batman. No, not that. Batman is not a demon. Having a miscommunication here immediately. I know why. Okay. Guy dresses up in spandex that looks like a bat. This isn't a fetish. This is not. I swear to you. I swear, Dean, it's not a fetish. Yes, I'm sure, Sam. I'm very. Since when do the great Winchester brothers ever need help fighting a vampire?
One last version. Since when do the great Winchester brothers ever need help fighting a vampire? Oh, fighting a demon that is a giant bat. That's entirely okay. So first thing is narrowing down the location, of course. So where are you? Gotham? Like Gotham? Or like there's no way you're okay, so you're fighting Batman then. What? No, not Man-Bat. Batman. You know, the guy who dresses up in spandex and run. That's not. Are you messing with me? You know that's not a kink thing. You know who Batman is, Dean. You know who Batman is, Dean. You went with the rabbit's foot. Remember the rabbit's foot, and you did the thing. There's no way it's the only time you mentioned Batman. Wait a minute. You're fucking with me. Dean, Sam, this isn't the time you have a giant demon bat thing. Okay, you're in Gotham. Demon bat thing screams Man-Bat. I get that you're not talking about Batman. Man-Bat. Do you not know who Man-Bat is? Giant bat got confused for Batman. Yes, that's a real thing. I'm surprised you haven't put two and two together with some of the other villains, to be honest. Like Mr. Freeze is totally Yuki Oni. And don't get me started on Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Phantom. Phantom's just be good. A lot of hunting to do. Hold on. I don't need you guys going around bodying Batman's rogue gallery. And well, yes, he bodies, but not like that. You're doing this on purpose again. I'm not gonna walk into this door with you. Sam, Dean, hello. Oh shit! I just unleashed the Winchester brothers in Gotham. How'd they even get there? I got 3 different versions to look at. I kind of like that last one.
I do too.
Because it acknowledges that they know. It acknowledges what they would do, which would be fucking with me. Let me take a look at it.
Since when did the great Winchester brothers ever need help fighting? So first thing is let's narrow down the location. So where are you? Gotham? Or like that's there's no way. Okay, so you're fighting Batman. What? No. You know the guy who dresses up in Spanish. That's not. Are you messing with me? You know that that's not a key. You know who Batman is, Dean. You know who Batman is, Dean. You. The split and you did the thing. There's no way it's wait a minute. You're fucking with me. The time you have a giant demon bat thing. Okay, you're at Gotham. Demon bat thing screams man bat. I get that you're not talking about Batman. Do you not know who man is? Giant bat. Got confused for Batman. Yes, that's a real thing. I'm surprised you haven't put 2 and 2 together with some of the other villains. To be honest, like Mr. Freeze is totally Yu-Gi-Oh! And don't get me started on Scarecrow, Phantom fans. Hold on. I don't need you guys going around bodying Batman's road gallery. Yes, he bodies, but not like that. You're doing this on purpose again. I'm not gonna walk into this door with you. Sam, Dean, oh shit! I just unleashed the Winchester brothers in Gotham. How did they even get there?
I like the first one the best.
Yeah, I do too. There's just that big concern that it literally makes it sound like they don't know who Batman is.
Yeah.
At the same time, that will so 2 things. 1, that'll bring a lot of comments, but 2, you can just put in the description, say, yes, we know that Sam and Dean know who Batman is. This is about them not knowing what to call Man-Bat.
I mean, at the end of the first one, it kind of explains that. Yeah. No. Now the first one, oh yeah, the most panic by what I did. I don't know. I'll sit on them for a day and take a look at them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll make a choice. I got 3 options to choose from. The second one was honestly probably the weakest out of the 3. The first and last are by far the strongest, but I'm at a point to where I'm not like looking at it in the same way I looked at the first one. So that's probably an issue too. So I'm just gonna take a moment, just take a break, come back, and if I laugh at all of them, then I laugh at all of them.
Right.
And we'll just pick out the best one. It doesn't help that my headache's way worse now.
Yeah. Let's call it. Go rest. Everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. I got distracted with script writing, and then I realized I needed to post this video for Draw 20. By the way, everybody, I got to play with these as my D20 on Saturday at our D&D game. It's not, I mean, honestly, I was concerned that it was going to be difficult. It wasn't. It's just a matter of grabbing the cards, shuffle them when you get a 1 or a 20, shuffle them every time you want. It's got 2 decks in it. I used one for the D20, and I used one for all the other checks I needed to make.
The only problem I have for it replacing your D20 as a whole is that and this was pointed out to me on some of the spin dice too. Yep. They're not as, and it's worse with the cards than it is with the spin dice. They're not as equal, because every time you take out one, you have a higher chance of getting those next few rolls. Right?
There's so much more that you can do with them besides them being a regular dice.
Yeah.
Honestly, the ancillary things that it does are way, way better than using it as a regular die.
I agree with that.
Using it for, using it for a DC check, the DM can put the card face down on the ground, tell everyone to roll, and no one knows the DC until he flips the card over.
I think that's a really good use for it. We had a comment. Somebody commented on one of the video the first time we posted about the Draw 20, the first deck. Whereas, like, what would be the difference between this deck and using a regular deck of cards? And it's like, it's clear. Like, you don't have to go, well, is the king a 20? Is this or that? It's clear. It's 1 through 20. It's great art. It's just it is what it is. It's not something you need. It's something you want.
Yeah.
And that's where it was clear. I was like, I'm not telling you to get this over a deck of cards. You can totally use a regular deck of cards the same way. But instead of having to go,
there's not 20 in a regular deck of cards.
Queen, Jack, 10, and assigning values to them. And that's where my point was, like, this is clear and cut. 1 through 20, bam, you know what it is. You don't have to assign values to these cards and then argue about what value is.
Jack is 11, Queen is 12, King is 13, Ace is 14. That's as high as you can go. Maybe if you want to throw Joker on there, 15, but you're still missing 5.
Not keen on that. Most things, at least vaguely. Very difficult is more attempting it. Huh?
Not keen on that. Most things, at least vaguely how difficult it is more. I'm not following, Stephen. Can you rephrase that?
It reminds me of talking to I'm not saying that you're AI, Stephen, but it reminds me when you ask AI a question and it gives you this really weird response. You're like, what?
Actually, until he rewords that, I'm not convinced that Stephen isn't an AI.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Stab
myself. Putting the card face down for the DC check. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, here's how that goes. When a DM rolls a dice behind his screen and says, do a check, it is no different than that. The difference is that he put it in front of you. You don't know what it is. And I've had DMs who roll in a cup, put the cup down, and go, roll. I don't know what I've got. You don't know what you're going to get. We're about to find out together. I've not personally done that in a campaign. I can't say I've personally done that in a campaign. But I've had DMs who do that. I've seen that. It's a pretty fun thing to do. It is panic-inducing depending on when it's done, though. Like, big, giant battle, final round, if the DM has a nat 20, the team's dead. But if you guys roll better,
right, you're fighting the big bad, and you don't know what the DC to hit is. It changes every single round.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. And, you know, some rounds it's low, other rounds it's crazy high. Hi, Daisy. Hello, puppy.
So the reason why I'm against...
Hello, Daisy. Hello, good girl.
So the reason why I'm against open rolling is because as a DM, I've rolled and I would have killed my players if I was doing open rolling. I constantly will give in the players benefit because it's like, oh, technically what I rolled and the stats of the character that you're going against, you would fucking die if I don't change this roll. If I don't change things right now, you're going to die. And you just built that character 5 minutes ago. That's a thing that has legitimately happened. First battle, funk. They're gonna die.
And we're also being paid to make the videos, so it's something else that, you know,
we do have to take that. Yeah, well,
I committed to it, so.
And again, I have no problem with the D20. With the D20 cards, I really don't. You already know my reason why I don't have a deck anymore, which sucks because I did love the artwork.
Yep.
And they are coded cards. They're meant to survive quite a bit. What happened to mine was they got soaked. I wasn't aware of it. Had I been aware, like if something had if I had a glass of water or soda or something fall on them and quickly clean them off, they would have survived just fine. They're like they got like a plastic coating on them, right? Look at the puppy. There's a supplement where you can die in character creation. Level 1 characters again.
Hi, Daisy. Oh, hello, Daisy. Hello. Oh, you hopping out? Hi, puppy.
Would I like an update picture? Well, yeah, sure. I'm right here.
Here, buddy. Here, bud. Oh, there's Lucky.
Level 1, you hide the rules.
Daisy. Okay. My dogs are wanting attention. Levi, you have a headache. My dogs want attention. I gotta finish posting these videos.
There's a picture that we're gonna be able to take a look at real quick. Charles is gonna send us a picture of what the glasses look like, an updated one.
What glasses?
The glasses that he's making for us.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like glasses.
No. I need those too, but I can't afford them right now. I got other bills to pay. Hour 12 of 15. Well, that looks much more.
Lucky, stop, buddy. Lucky, get down. Get down, bud.
Chris.
Get down, buddy. What? Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. And the way it looked previously was like that. And I was like, I would like to see it a little bit more. I don't know about Chris, but I would personally like it to pop out a little bit more. And so looking at it now, that's much better. I agree. That is very, very cool looking. It could be very well one of those things where we like the villain soap, right? It's done by somebody else. So like etched glasses like this. I don't know about etched, but we can do a lot of glasses on our own thing, but I don't know about etched glass.
I don't think they're etched, no.
And I don't think there's tankards, is there? On fourth wall?
No, there's no tankards.
Now I want to look.
All right. Let's post it out on all 4 platforms now. Chris, what name do I want on mine? Does there have to be a name on it?
They have enamel mugs. So that's cool. They have metal mugs.
Could Charles, if it's possible to just have the logo and villain support on it without having a name? If not, put Chris on there or John. Either one's fine. Just not Napa. He doesn't deserve a mug.
He was thinking of making Napa a smaller one.
Oh, okay.
And he said John for prop needs. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I don't know what you would want because I got asked that question. Like, what would Chris want? I'm like, I don't know what Chris would want. Like, I'm pretty sure he would just want a normal. Like, I'm pretty sure I said he would just want a normal cup. But like, if he wanted it in the thing, he might want it as John. If he wanted it for himself, might want Chris. But I didn't think he would want to. I didn't think he would want a name on it.
Right.
But I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to speak.
Oh, you know what? If there needs to be a name on it, then yeah, you go ahead and throw Chris or John on there. I prefer Chris, but John also works.
Well, it makes it personalized, but if you want it plain, I can do that.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd rather have it plain.
Also, if we have it plain, to be perfectly honest, because Fourth Wall doesn't offer these.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that you and Chris can talk about later. But if some kind of deal is worked out where you're able to make this, and I'm saying if, it allows us to use it in videos and skits, and people can go, "Oh, I want that," and we can direct the traffic like we've done for the shirts. We have found that one of the best ways for promoting our own merch is just making good merch that people want, and then wearing them or using them in a video. Anyways, we're gonna call it. My headache is getting rapidly worse. I want to talk to Chris for a few minutes afterwards. I want to thank you all for joining. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, spirit, and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a product of the villain. Having an Acme day will retroactively build your account. Have an Acme day.
And have an Acme day simply means to have the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.
Right.